What's going on, world? It's me, Andre Cat, here from West Palm Beach, Florida. So, I want to show you guys exactly, how I was able to profit off of gold today. And some of you guys may know today is NFP. Those days are very volatile. Every month, the first Friday of every month, is NFP. And if you don't know what you're doing, you can get wiped out. But um, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys exactly how I caught this trade. Okay, so basically, first thing first, every month, the first Friday, you want to check your forexfactory.com and check for news, red folder news. All right, you'll see that on Friday of every month you will have the non-farm employment change. All right, the NFP. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to read this. Okay, now you have the actual, you have the forecast, and you have the previous. If the actual number is higher than the the forecast, right? In this case, the actual was higher than the forecast and the previous. But if the number is higher than the forecast, that means it's good for U.S. All right, but it's bad for metals like gold and bad for gold and silver. So today, the previous was 290 94K, and they for forexfactory.com forecast it to be 193K, but the actual was 339K. Big difference. It's basically this number is higher than the forecast and the previous. So that tells me that gold and silver, that's bad news. All right, it's bad news for gold and silver, and bullish for USD. All right, so if I go back here to my charts here, um, what I usually do is I usually draw my previous New York session high and the previous New York session low. Okay, on the hour, I always do it on the hour chart. Okay, now I have these candles color coded. Um, the red candle means that I'm in the New York session. The green candle means that I'm in the London session, and the yellow candle means that I'm in the Asian session. Okay, so what you guys want to do, all right, so you can kind of predict where the market is going to be going. What you want to do is, all right, you want to get your previous New York session high, right? This is the previous New York session high, all right? I draw it from wick to body. That's how I draw my zones, okay? So if I never had this zone here, let me delete it. Let me show you guys how I draw it. So I get this tool here, all right? And then right here is the highest of the previous New York session. So I will go on the top of the wick, and then I'll bring it down to the body. Okay, that's how I draw my zones. All right, and the same thing. You want to draw your zone for the previous New York session low. All right, now I had a big wick right here. I wouldn't have the zone the whole wick here because it would be too big. So I broke it down to the 30-minute, and I drew the zone from there. I'll show you guys again exactly how I do it. Come here to the bottom of the wick, all the way down to the body. Okay, there we go. Now, after I draw my previous New York session high and the previous New York session low, all I'm doing is wait. I'll go to the 5-minute chart, right? All I'm doing is waiting for this news to hit. All right, and again, if this number was higher than the forecast, that means it's bullish for US and bearish for gold and silver. Now, if this number was lower than the forecast, like if this number was lower than 193K, which was the forecast, then it's bullish for gold and silver. Okay, so once I get the confirmation, right, that this is higher than the forecast, that I know that gold should be dropping. All right, it's going to be bearish for both gold and silver. All right, so that's one confirmation. And then what I also did was I also drew my Fibonacci. Okay, I'm gonna see what I did here. I'll show you guys what I did. Okay, so around this time it was around 8:30. Okay, around this area it was like around 8:30. It dropped down here. I was in profit by like 500. Went against me a little bit, but what I did was, I knew it was gonna pull back, but what I did was I also grabbed my Fibonacci, okay, retracement tool here, okay, and then I drew that from here. Nah, I didn't draw it from there. I drew it from, sorry, I drew my Fibonacci retracement from, I think, up here. Yeah, right. I drew it from up there, right? Did I? No. What I'm thinking, what I'm doing. I drew it from here. Okay, right there. I drew my Fibonacci retracement from the top of that bearish candle over here. Okay, and price came. I drew it from there to the bottom of this wick here, and I waited for price to come down, come up back up to the 61.8. Okay, that's what I did. I waited for the price to come back up to the 61.8 fib level, and on top of that, I also had a alert from the indicator that I'm using, right? And you guys already know how I use this indicator, all right? So when this pop up, what you could have did was you could have got your trend-based fib extension, all right? And you'd have went all the way down to the bottom of the low of the day, the lowest of the day, wick, back to the alert candle, wick, and then bring it back down to the bottom of that wick, okay? And that would have gave you your stop loss. Your stop loss would have been up there. And then what I would have did, I would have got my short tool, and I would have got in right here on the next candle, and then right there would have been your stop loss. And then if you would roll this all the way down, and me personally, I would have known where the market was going to be heading to. I knew the market was going to come back down to the previous New York session low, because price usually, when it comes to gold, US 30, price usually go from zone to zone, okay? So if you'd have brought it all the way down here to the zone, you would have called it 2R. But if you'd have waited and hold it, you could have called a 4R. So you could have gained a 2R, almost a 3R there, right? Or you could have caught a 4R right there, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, if you draw up your zones, right, if you draw up your previous New York session high, your previous New York session low, and on top of that, you look at the news. This is if you're trading NFP. If you're looking at the news and you know whether if the gold is going to be bearish or it's going to be bullish, then that's one confirmation that will tell you that what direction you should be going in. Okay, so again, if this number was higher than the forecast, that means I should know that gold should be falling. Okay, and then if you actually draw up your previous New York session high and previous New York session low, you will know, you'll kind of know where the market is going to be heading to when it comes to your target. And then also, if you draw up your your Fibonacci, and you have your your indicator that you're using, that's extra confirmation on your trade. Okay, so how many confirmations that I got? Okay, I got confirmation from the news that gold is going to be bullish. All right, I got a confirmation on my Fibonacci, right? Price retraces all the way to the 61.8, and on top of that 61.8, I got an alert with the indicator that I'm using. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3 confirmation, 3 confirmation, and not only that, 4 confirmation, because not only that price broke this previous New York session high, right? In this case, I think it's the previous New York session low. It came back up and retested that previous New York session low there. So that's 4 confirmation that I got. So guys, if you want to learn this stuff, you want me to show you exactly how to use this strategy, how to draw up your zones, how to use the Fibonacci retracement tool, and how to look at news, and show you guys where you should be targeting your take profit, then reach out to me personally. I'll work with you send you a training. You'll also get the indicator. Today only, I'm doing a one-time price where you can get access to everything for a one-time fee of $150. You'll get access to the training, the indicator, and not only that, you'll get access to my 4 different trading bots. And then not only that, you'll be able to copy my exact trades, and you'll be able to copy my binary option trades as well on top of that. So if you're interested, reach out to me. But just wanted to show you guys exactly why I took this trade. Okay, now remember I said that if this number was higher than the forecast, it should be bullish for USD. I'm gonna show you guys exactly. I'm gonna show you exactly. I'm gonna go to US 30 real quick. I'm gonna show you guys something. Look at this. Bullish for US 30. So that means I could have caught the gold trade. I could have caught the US 30 trade. Look at this. If you got in down here, right? Because the whole reason why you want to draw these zones is that you want price to come into these previous New York session zones, reject it, and then get in. So here's another example. If I'd have took this trade right here, right? Let me show you guys something. Okay. Price was like around 8 o'clock around this time, right over here, right? Price came down to the zone, this previous New York session low, right? And rejected it. So that means you could have got in right here, right? You could have got in right there and rolled this bad boy all the way up, or all the way up to the zone right here. That'd have been a 2R, but you would have rolled it all the way up here. You'd have got a 4R. All right. So remember, when it comes to news, if this is higher than the forecast, that means it's good for USD. If this number is low, right, lower than the forecast, that means it's bullish for gold and silver. Okay, and then same thing for SP 500, bullish. Okay, and look at this. You could have got, if you were looking at the indicator. All right, don't, like I said, you're gonna also get the indicator if you decide to purchase my service and training. You could have got in a trade here, you could have got in a trade here, and you could have got in a trade there. You could have got in, look at this, look at all these trades. You could have got in one trade here, one other trade here, another trade here, another trade here. You could have got in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades, and you could have been banking. You could have made a lot of money. Okay, so when it comes to the NFP, if it's bad news for the USD, all right, then gold and silver is going to be bullish, and then if it's good news for USD, gold and silver is going to be bearish. Okay, so I hope this was value. I'm going to make another training today on this, go in more details and show you guys this indicator, how I use this strategy with this indicator. But guys, this is it. This is how I'm catching these pips on a daily basis using this indicator, and I'm showing you exactly how to trade the news when it comes to NFP, CPI.